Good morning, students, and welcome to your English class. Take your coursebook, page number 37. Grammar. Read these sentences. I can send you the picture by email, said Shai. Can my family come to Bangkok too? Asked Shai. These sentences report exactly what the speaker said. They are in direct speech. These sentences can also be written as Shai said that she could send him the picture by email. This sentence has changed to an indirect speech. I can send you the picture by email, said Shai. Now it is written as Shai said that she could send him the picture by email. Can my family come to Bangkok too? Asked Shai. It is written as Shai asked if her family could go to Bangkok too. These two sentences convey that what one person says to another. They are reported in indirect speech. Okay, there are some rules for indirect speeches. When the reporting verb is in past tense, verbs that are in the present tense in direct speech become past tense in reported speech. Here, in a report, when the reporting verb is in the past tense, the verbs that are in the present tense is in direct speech become past tense in reported speech. In direct speech, it is if we use present tense in direct speech and it changes to past tense in reported speech. Let us see an example. Here is a direct speech. Rima said, I worked in an office. Rima said, I worked in an office. Rima said, I work in an office. What is the indirect speech here? Work is the verb here. It is in present tense. When it changes to indirect speech, it changed into past tense. Rima said that she worked in an office. Here, work is a present tense in this direct speech and worked is changed into worked as it is an indirect speech. The quotation marks are dropped and the sentence ends with a full stop. For example, the teacher asked him, are you Nigel? Here, this is a direct speech. And in an indirect speech, he says there is no punctuation marks, quotation marks used, and it ends with a full stop. The teacher asked him if he was Nigel. The word said is changed to told if it is followed by an object. In a direct speech, let us see an example. Thomas said to me, I am tired. It is followed by an object, so it remains the same it doesn't remains the same in an indirect speech. If it is followed by an object, said changes to told in an indirect speech. Here, Thomas said to me, I am tired. Here, in an indirect speech, it says that Thomas told me that he was tired. Here it is followed by an object, so it changes to told in an indirect speech. If said is not followed by an object, it remains unchanged. If it is followed by an object, it is said is changed to told. If it is not followed by an object, the said remains the same in direct and indirect speech. For example, Rajesh said, "The snake is a dangerous animal." The indirect speeches, Rajesh said that the snake was a dangerous animal. The tense of the verb, the personal pronouns, and the word expressing time and place are changed as shown. Here, in a direct speech, we use the present tense, place, and we use personal pronouns I, you, we, my, this, here, today. And in an indirect speech, it changes into place, changes into played, means the present tense changes into past tense. Here we are expressing in singular or first person or second person, and here it changes into third person in an indirect speech. Rewrite these sentences in reported speech in your notebook. I will meet you in school tomorrow, Indira told Sanjana. This is a direct speech. Okay, we have to make it into an indirect speech or a reported speech. I will meet you in school tomorrow, Indira told Sanjana. If we make it into an indirect speech, it is said that Indira told Sanjana that she would meet her in school the next day. Like that, you have to make indirect speech from or reported speech from these sentences. These are all direct speeches given here, and you have to make it into an indirect speech. Read these dialogues, then complete the passage in indirect speech. Here is a conversation between Arnab and Vani. Arnab: how have you been, Vani? I haven't seen you for a while. Vani: I have been a little unwell. Arnab: how are you feeling now? Vani: a lot better, thank you. Arnab: did you consult a doctor? Vani: yes, the doctor asked me to take complete rest for few days. Arnab: would you like to go watch a play today? Vani: sure. What time shall we meet? Arnab: I will be there at 6. Here is a conversation between Arnab and Vani, and you have to make it into a indirect speech. For example, Arnab asked Vani how she had been, since he had not seen her for a while. Like that, you have to make an indirect speech from this conversation. Vocabulary. Read these sentences. I have to call the airport. Shai decided. Yes, it is part of the landing gear. The official agreed. The words decided and agreed describe different ways of speaking. These two words are different ways of speaking. Complete these sentences using the correct forms of the words in the box. There are some words given in the box below and few sentences are there. What a beautiful garden! Veena exclaimed in delight. Okay, there is an example given here. Please try to do it yourself. Writing. Look at this email sent by Shai to the airport official. Here is a mail Shai has sent to the airport official regarding the photo she has sent to the senior official. Okay, now note that Shai does not give a long explanation in the email. She also follows a format similar to that of a letter. Here, Shai didn't explain everything in this email. It is very brief. Like that, just imagine you are Miss Amelia Norris and write an email to Shai inviting Shai and her family to Bangkok on behalf of Pan Pacific Airlines as a reward for alerting officials and helping to save the plane. Okay, like that, you have to write an email to Shai. Suppose you are Amelia Norris and you have to write an email to Shai inviting her to come to Bangkok. For what? For saving the plane. For helping to save the plane. You have to write an email regarding that. Okay. Refer to a dictionary to find out the differences between these pairs of words. Okay, you have to take your dictionary and please try to find the meanings, okay, or differences between two words, these two words. Okay, when we read it, we feel it has the same meaning, but try to find out the differences from the dictionary. Wheel and tire, signboard and boarding, airport and helipad, pilot and driver, danger and risk. Please try to find out the differences from this dictionary. Okay, that's all for your class today. Thank you.